Welcome back. I help faith-driven women break cycles, find clarity, and step boldly into their calling. If that's what you've been searching for, you're in the right place. Let's get into today.
Good day, good day, good day. I want to welcome you back to today's video. I am Shelby Frederick, also known as Lady Jules, and I'm back with 3 life keys that I want to jump into on today. I pray that your day is going well on this morning. I lived in this cycle of these 3 things that I'm going to talk about today. And if you've ever felt like no matter how much you do, it's just never enough. You push harder, you set higher standards, and you still end up exhausted and disappointed. That's because perfectionism, hustle, and shame are working together to trap you in a cycle that you can't win. So I want to talk about this, the unholy Trinity. The unholy Trinity of perfectionism, hustle, and shame. So let's talk about it today. I lived in this cycle for years, and I thought that if I hustle harder, maybe I'd finally feel worthy. But the more I did, the emptier that I felt. Perfectionism told me that I had to just do it flawlessly. I couldn't have any errors, any mistake had to just be on. Hustle told me that I had to keep going without rest, and shame told me that I'd never measure up anyway. That sounds absolutely crazy, but it's a cycle that I had to learn to break. And no matter how much I achieved, it never felt like it was enough. But what I didn't realize was the fact that these aren't separate. They're not 3 separate entities. They actually feed each other. And until I dismantle them, I stay stuck in the same exhausting loop. So let's get into this first life key, perfectionism. Perfectionism creates impossible standards. The standards are impossible. Perfectionism is actually a fear response. You raise the bar so high that failure feels inevitable, which keeps you paralyzed. And this is why you procrastinate. Yep, was a big procrastinator because of perfectionism. Because deep down, you're afraid that you'll never get it perfect. So you'd rather not start than risk falling short. And this is what I want you to understand. And that is, God never required perfection. He doesn't require for us to be perfect, but He does perfect us. He requires obedience. And perfectionism is a counterfeit standard. It's not the standard of God. The second life key that I want to talk about is this word hustle. Hustle glorifies exhaustion as proof of worth. Hustle creates this culture, that wires your brain to equate productivity with identity. So you'll say, if you're not busy, then you feel worthless. And this is why you can't rest, because you feel guilty the moment that you slow down. You feel like you're falling behind. But God designed rest as part of your rhythm. And hustle is bondage. Hustle will never, ever, ever be a blessing in your life. Never, ever. Now, the third point or third life key that I want to share is that shame keeps you trapped in a loop. Shame tells you who you are is not enough. And it convinces you to keep hustling and striving to earn your worth. And this is why you feel empty, even after accomplishing something big, because shame doesn't let you celebrate. It whispers, should have done more. That's not enough. You could go a little bit further. Yeah, that's shame. But the truth of the matter is that shame is broken in Christ. Why? Because you are accepted before you achieve anything. So it's not about striving to achieve anything. It's not about striving to make ourselves feel worthy, because it's impossible. You are already worthy. He already loves us. Now, let's connect the three. Perfectionism, it sets the bar. Hustle drives you to chase it. And then shame convicts you if you never reach it. And so together, they create an unholy trinity that keeps women of faith in bondage. So here's the truth. The truth of the matter is, you don't need to prove yourself through perfectionism, through hustle, or through shame. Mm-mm. You don't have to. These cycles keep you stuck, they keep you exhausted, and they keep you empty. But when you dismantle them, my God, you find freedom, the freedom to rest, the freedom to live in obedience, and the freedom to walk in your calling with peace. So, this is the work that I do when I walk women through the D.D.B breakthrough cohort. So, if you're ready to break out of this unholy trinity and finally step into a rhythm of peace and purpose, I want you to go ahead and book a call with me today. The link is going to be in the description. And also, come on over to the Rebuild and Rise Hub. This is where we are doing the work. This is where we are walking it out. This is where you get to see the fruit of your work coming together and coming forth to you, for you in our hub. So I pray that this was a blessing to you. Don't keep this to yourself. Go ahead and share it with another sister that says, hey, I'm feeling the same way. All right. These are our life keys for today. I pray that it was a blessing to you. Peace. We'll see you on tomorrow.
If today's message spoke to you, don't stay stuck another year. Book a call with me today. The link is in the description. And before you go, keep watching by clicking the next video on your screen. I'll see you there.